Good life, good food time this morning with Chef Bud. I will presume my duties. I will do all the work again. I'm glad you're here.
The most important thing, folks, is she does all the work.
I do.
We're only here to fill in.
Right. While I cook for you
That's
too.
right. Yeah. This is getting very scary. We are going to make a New York strip with a chimichurri sauce.
Okay.
And then we have a tomato basil salad with cucumbers in it. One of the things you'll notice is a lot of the items that we're using today are plentiful in your garden at this time of the year.
Okay.
Because
steaks.
Well, except the steaks, yeah. But you have lots of tomatoes, usually lots of parsley rolling around there, basil, those sort of things. There are also some green onions in here. The chimichurri sauce is really one of those things it originated in Argentina. They're not really sure exactly where it came from. They believe that during the British, when the British kind of come over there and did some conquering, that some of the British prisoners had asked for condiments for their food, and it came out chimichurri.
That smells so good.
Chimichurri.
So we have a little bit of garlic, we have a little bit of garlic. We have some parsley. There is a little bit of mint in here, some red pepper flakes, some dried oregano, and then I hit it with a little bit of red wine vinegar and some oil. And what this does is, what you want this to do is it's just basically a condiment that goes on top of the steak, but it adds so much freshness to the steak. And with the I had to switch the cords there, with the red pepper flakes in there, it gives you a real nice flavor. Now this is something you want to make up and put onto the steak like almost immediately. So, and let's talk a little bit about the steaks. The steaks that we have here are 1855 New York strips. 1855 is the company, J.B. Swift Company. It's a choice Angus program. And the strip is from the middle meat. Meredith was asking if it was like the best cut of meat. You know, it's not a fillet, it's not a ribeye, but it is a real nice cut of steak. And do you know the difference between a KC strip and a New York strip?
No.
Do you?
No, no.
It just depends on where you stand in the United States. It's the same piece of meat. It's just how they cut it. In New York, if it's not in Kansas City area, it's usually called a New York or a strip steak, one of the two. So, but anyways, we've grilled these up, and we'll just throw this on the plate here. It's a very tender piece of meat. It has a real nice flavor to it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to top this with a little bit of the chimichurri. You can see how nice and fresh that looks. It has a real nice, it's got the nice mint, and the mint and the red peppers, they kind of work together to give yourself kind of a heat with the sweet type thing going on there. So, okay, now we're going to put a little tomato salad to go with it, which is really phenomenal. And we have, I have my lovely assistant Meredith here. She's going to whisk together some balsamic vinegar and some olive oil. This is real simple to make at home. We've just got some some grape tomatoes that I split in half, some fresh basil, a cucumber that we quartered, and then some garlic and some green onions. And if you'll just whisk that together and pour that over the top of this. There you go.
I love balsamic vinaigrette, any kind of vinaigrette to me.
And, you know,
I know we're supposed to like ranch around here, and I do.
The funny thing about that is that a lot of people don't even experiment with it because they're kind of afraid of it. Go ahead and just stir it up there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and serve it with this steak. And what you get is you get a real, I just really feel like at this time of year, it works so well to have products and dinners and suppers that are real light, but have a lot of natural flavors to them. I think the more natural flavor to it, the better it is. You just feel better about eating it. Because things are heavy, you know, with being so hot.
And you could go out to the farmer's market and get all this stuff now,
You could.
too.
I never thought about that. I keep saying gardens, but you're right. For the folks that don't grow their own gardens. And
apartment dwellers like myself.
Nothing like it. And you see how nice it looks on the plate. And then what we're going to do is...
That's beautiful. It smells so good, too.
If you grab that feta right there. We're going to throw a little bit of feta cheese on there. And what you can do is I do a little mix of feta and goat. Because I think you get a little bit better...
Now, goat cheese is creamier,
little creamier,
right?
Yeah. But you can put a little of that on there. Yeah, you are. You really are. That's very impressive.
That looks so pretty. I love it.
One of the big things I will tell you, though, is when you do your steaks, let your steak set out for about 15, 20 minutes. Kind of take the chill off of it, get it up to room temperature. Then I like to crust it with the salt and pepper, kosher salt and black pepper.
You don't like to overseason.
I just enough to kind of enhance the flavor of the steak, and then put it on the grill and let it grill down. And the fun thing about grilling is that it's one of those things that you can do, and it can become a kind of an event outside. You got people hanging around. Just don't Hey, you're laughing at me, Steve.
You're the one that says, don't take a drink and then flip it, and then take a drink and then flip it. Let it sit.
I just want to know, all my neighbors over on over on Adobe Drive, they will tell you when I go out to grill, it's an event.
I bet it is.
Really?
We have folks that come
well,
out
now that I know where you live,
you guys will be hanging around.
You shouldn't have told me that.
One of those things, I guess.
Next time I'm hungry, I'm like, where's Adobe Drive? Phone book. I'm going to look you up. Thank you, Chef Bud. What are we cooking next week?
Next week, we're going to start our proteins and greens series for a month of salads and proteins on different kinds of greens.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. We'll wrap it up next.